Congratulations to the Arizona Cardinals for wrapping up their division. Oh, and while we're here, Tennessee and New York clinched their divisions as well. So congratulations to them, obviously. But Arizona, they're in the NFC West, so gotta congratulate them. It wasn't much of a choice. If they had let the Niners catch up with them, that would be, well, I don't gotta say it, but congratulations on closing it out against the Rams. Big win. Played great. Had 2 defensive touchdowns. They were forcing turnovers, obviously. They had 3. Excuse me. Lost my train of thought there. Kurt Warner, last 4 weeks, not so hot. Still playing pretty well. But the MVP talk is starting to die down, and about a month ago, it was like deafening. Everyone thought Kurt Warner was going to win it, so gotta pick it up. But I want to see more Edgerrin James. He might suck now. In fact, he probably does, especially in that offense. But you gotta, Tim Hightower sucks too, and so does J.J. Arrington. So no matter who you put in the backfield, he's gonna suck. So why not have a 3-headed monster instead of a 2-headed monster? I know the Cardinals are not going to win any games this year running the ball. They can't run the ball. They suck at it. But I want to see more Edgerrin James. That guy is an all-time great player. And I will miss him if this is the way he goes out. I'd like to see more of him. I'm just saying. More of what you expect from the Arizona offense. Can't run the ball. They pass the ball very well. To me, the story of the game was definitely the Arizona defense, forcing a lot of turnovers, making big plays. Obviously, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie pretty much sealed things up with his pick 6, so props to him, because I didn't like him going into the draft, and I kind of, picked on the Cardinals a little bit because they took him, but he's worked out so far. He's making plays, and he's playing well. Cowboys, Steelers. It was funny because I didn't get to watch this game because my coverage up in the Northwest sucks. And I was watching it on Gamecast kind of during the Patriots game. And after that game finished, I went off to vent for about 10 minutes. I was mad. I went to go shower because I had not showered yet that day. I know. And right when I got out of the shower, Pittsburgh had tied the score up. And right as I got out, Tony Romo threw that interception that won Pittsburgh the game. So it was kind of interesting how that worked out. I thought the game was over. That's why I went to go shower. I thought Dallas had it sealed up, and Dallas fans obviously all over YouTube have been saying it. We had the game, and they're right. They had the game. Tashard Choice played as well as you could hope. So you can't really play the Marion Barber card, although if you did, that's our impact on the year, guys. In a game against the Seahawks, Marion Barber got hurt, caused a miss to Pittsburgh game. They lost the Pittsburgh game. So maybe that's our impact on this season. I don't know. I don't want it to be like that, but that's what it is. Again, Tashard Choice was their leading receiver and runner, so it's good hope for the future for him, obviously. For about 50 minutes, the game was very boring. I could tell just by watching it on the Gamecast. It was a very boring, sloppily played game. We had like 7 total turnovers through most of it. No offensive life, a lot of miscues, a lot of sacks. Dallas took a while to start getting to Ben Roethlisberger, but eventually they did. They picked up like 4 sacks, 5 sacks on him. Pittsburgh defense got a lot of pressure on Romo too. Obviously Romo threw 3 picks, and a lot has been made about that. We've all talked about it. I'm more interested in the attempted 2-minute drill that Romo ran at the end of the game when Dallas was down a touchdown and there were 2 minutes left. Dallas had 3 timeouts, had the ball at like the 20, incomplete pass, incomplete pass, incomplete pass, incomplete pass, game. Is it just me, or are 2-minute drills becoming a lost art in the NFL right now. I feel like there are only a couple teams in the league that run them well. And you cannot screw up any worse than Dallas did at their 2-minute drill. So that's kind of what I noticed about Romo's game more than anything. I guess the interceptions so much were not his fault. Redskins Ravens. Nice clash. I got to watch the game on Sunday night and got my money's worth, even though I didn't pay any money. But if I did, I probably would have gotten my money's worth. You know, I do like to watch this Ravens team play, and that's kind of why I want them in the playoffs. I hope they can get in there somehow. You know, Flacco was pretty inefficient, but he got the job done. LeRon McClain and the running game as a whole was inefficient, but they got the job done. You know, that's kind of like what this Baltimore offense is all about. They're not efficient. They're pretty ugly doing it. They're not entertaining, but they get the job done. Like, you know, Joe Flacco threw that ugly pass to Derek Mason to try and wrap up the game, and Mason still caught it for the touchdown. So that's the kinds of things that you're going to get from the Baltimore Ravens. And ultimately, you know, I've said it a couple times. I like Flacco mainly because he's very tall. He's like 6'6" or 6'7", and you know that's a good weapon to have. That's something that you cannot teach. You cannot teach a quarterback to get taller. That's why Jeff Garcia has never been able to become a Hall of Fame level quarterback. He's too short. So he has that going for him. And I like his poise. I like the way that he's united a team that was supposed to suck, and he's getting the job done. Story of the game, Ed Reed and the Ravens defense. Contrary to popular belief, I do like Ed Reed a lot. He's a great ball hawk. He's great for that. I mean, he obviously had the pick on one of the first plays of the game. Great play by him. He had the pick to close it out, like bookends. Forced a fumble, returned the fumble for a touchdown. The Ravens were getting after Campbell and stuffing the run. I mean, like, Washington gave up on using Clinton Portis halfway through the game. That's how badly he was getting stuffed most of the time. So, great effort by them all around. Other than that one touchdown drive they gave up, and they were not giving that touchdown up easy. I mean, Washington had to go for it on 4th down and everything. So I hope to see him in the playoffs as the 6th seed, and I hope we get a Pittsburgh-Baltimore playoff match, because it's not overly fun to watch, but it's good football. Washington, well, you know, early in the season, Jim Zorn was doing some great coaching. He was making the right calls. Seems like lately he's gone a little bit off the deep end. I just don't agree with a lot of the stuff he does. Like, he plays Portis, but he doesn't give him enough carries. Either go all in with him or take him out. He's obviously in serious pain. He's playing hurt. Why would you push around with something like that? You know, Campbell is starting to turn the ball over a whole bunch. He had 2 picks to Ed Reed. You know, really just no life from this Washington offense, and that's what Zorn was brought in to do. He's supposed to be an offensive guru. Early in the season it was working. Now it's not. And, you know, it looks like Washington's pretty much out of this, but still 3 games left. Next they got the Bengals. Geez, what was the Monday night game? For some reason I'm having a hard time remembering. Oh, Carolina, Tampa Bay, which was actually a really good game. I didn't forget it because the game was crap or anything. Great NFC South matchup. Started slow, ended fast. Rondé Barber should probably go retire because he missed like 7-8 tackles in this game. D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart combined for 301 rushing yards. You know, Jake Delhomme, you know, I've never really liked Jake Delhomme, but he's still a competent quarterback, and he's getting a little better with each week after some horrible performances against the Raiders and Lions. So, you know, it's just him to Steve Smith mainly, but it works. And with the running game working like that, that's all you need. I mean, D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart, anybody who had them in their fantasy leagues or were going up against them, you know, that blows because you thought you had it won, Or for those of you who thought you had it, lost and ended up winning. It hurts. Tampa, you know, again, Carolina was at home. It was an NFC South game, so I expected this. But, you know, Tampa, I still expect them to be the 5th wild card, I think it is. But defensively, wasn't expecting that. So, see you guys later.